Welcome to Mike and the Minifans, the longest hour, and whatever BA says, and just blatantly stole from Meeting of the Minds. I'm here with two of my best buddies, McFuss Daddy. How are you, pal?
I'm great. It's Power Hour.
Power Hour. The comments are fucking flowing in already, but we got Menor saying last Friday night was a joke. Wait till this Friday night, pal. Wait till this show. And we got Dr. Vodka, a man who is a self-admitted drunk and called Kirk a drunk. How are you, friend?
I'm doing fantastic, buddy. How are you?
So this is going to be a short show. I'm doing good, Vodka. This is going to be a short show. We got, I think Montante is going to hop on later. We got Mama K hopping on later, and we're going to take some calls. But I kind of just wanted to recap Portland, have Vodka here for it, so we could just trash all his opinions from the Menor show. Mm-hmm. And kind of just see if we could get some calls in. So I'll put up the number. We'll go through, I don't know, me and Fuss Daddy's experience night by night. When these other people hop in, they could hop in whenever.
The 420 show is going to be mad. Aren't they doing this tomorrow night? Aren't they going to recap?
Yeah, probably. This is what all of us will do for the next like 2 weeks. We have nothing else to talk about. There was no show, no reason to have this show tonight. I did it because I love the fans. I love McFuss Daddy, and I'm growing on vodka. That's why. It's for you people. All right, so let's break it down. First and foremost, let's get to Friday night. Everyone kind of rolled in there Friday night. Fuss Daddy, when did you get there, and who'd you come with?
I got there late Thursday night. I came with Bob Chillin, the one and only.
Yeah, guy talked over nonstop. Yeah, great guy.
Yeah, I think he's got Down syndrome, is what Kirk was saying. But when I got there, it hit one of the dispensaries early. We saw like a perfect 10 at the dispensary. But she told me that there's only 100 days of sunlight in Portland. So that was pretty interesting.
She told you that?
Yeah, she said she was from Denver. There's 300 days of sunlight there.
Damn.
Yeah. So
we'll write that down, folks. Look at that, Fuss Daddy, with some info right off the top.
It really struck me. I was like, how do you know that? But
yeah, that's real weird. I feel like people in Portland, though, when you see them, they're like, that guy knows how much sunlight this town gets. You know? Yeah. So I got there Friday. Just went right into Gritty's. Mike and the Minifans already over. People saying Mike and the Minifans, very short show. Not happy with it. Menor saying last week was a joke. All this bullshit. Fuss, you were there for the full thing. I missed Mike and the Minifans, but was listening. How was the show in person?
Everybody's there just kind of talking to each other anyway. So unless you're sitting front row, you could hear it a lot better than you could last year. Like the audio was good, but so people just aren't really paying attention. So like it being 30 minutes, like it makes a lot of sense. I know that. Yeah. I don't know if
you weren't there. How did you listen to it?
Yeah, we watched a little bit of it on that FOMO show that you guys said was dog shit, but I thought it was pretty good. Mm-hmm. It sounded good on that. If you're saying it sounded good there, it sounded good on the actual stream. So other than Kirk being drunk, it was pretty good.
So a few things happened during this show. It starts off, Mike starts the show. Mike is hosting because he said BA didn't want to because he was too drunk. BA was having a good time that night. I think he would have been fine hosting. It's a little tough to host, though, in person. They'll do a show in person than it is doing it on here. So I don't mind that he didn't do that. But Mike came in, kind of hosted a good show. Kirk comes in, and Vodka, you think he was drunk. Tell me more about this.
Well, here's the conundrum. I didn't know you were going to invite me onto this, so I watched the redemption behind the scenes, and Kirk sounded different on that than he did on the actual stream. So it may have been a stream thing, but I'm going to stick by the fact that I think he sounded drunk. He was slurring his words. VD texted me during the FOMO show going, I think he was drunk too.
Wow.
It wasn't just a me thing. There was other people, and if people want to be mad at me for that, for calling it out, I am the drunk guy in this whole world. So I think I know.
Yeah. No, you were there early. You were there early. Maybe you were able to get a couple shots in with Kirk. Was he drunk?
Oh yeah, we were hammering those tequila Jägermeister, the screaming Nazis. Yeah, we put down 6 or 7 of those.
That was a good joke, McFuss Daddy.
Yeah. That's what they're called.
You want to try it again?
That's what they're called. You fucking idiot.
But yeah, no, I did say this to Vaca. I thought like you could tell his like spirits were higher and like there was a little bit of a high. I think that's just walking into a crowd that's cheering you. I don't think that was drunk. I think maybe that might have been misrepresented as drunk, but I do think he did have a little fucking pep in his step. But I mean, I was listening to it the whole time, not seeing it. So I didn't know he like ripped his shirt off and all this shit. One funny part about it, I thought, was him calling Trent gay Luke Bryant. Like that was
does look just like him, yeah.
That was
the shaved eyebrow too. Yeah, it gives it away.
That was funny. That
guy's name? Luke Bryant? No, it's Zach Bryan, right?
There's Zach. I don't know which one it is. There is a Zach Bryant. There's a Luke Bryant. If you know in the comments, put 1. If you think Vaca's an idiot, put 2. Of course.
Well, Pat says I'm.
Nice. So, way to say that on this show.
Oh, sorry. I take it back. Say
an idiot.
Put 3 in if you agree with Pat.
Okay. Thanks. You're an asshole.
What? Yeah. This is, at the end of the day, this is on you for inviting.
Hate you, yeah.
Yeah, everyone hates you already. I honestly don't give a shit. Put 3 in there if you hate Vaca, and 2 if you think he's an idiot. One thing I thought was funny, Gus's explanation of what he like saw in Coleman. I have a video clip of this, but I thought this was fucking hysterical. Hold on, here it is.
Gus, what do you think watching these two guys? First of all, how do you think you would be in this pressure?
I'd be a wreck.
Yeah,
I'd be fucked. Coleman's kind of like a duck on the water.
Okay, in what way? Quack.
On the surface, he looks calm, cool, collected, like trying to keep a steady head, but underneath, he's like paddling like hell, and his feet are going like crazy.
That's a surprisingly cogent analogy, actually.
I thought that was one of the funniest things, and I thought that was hysterical. Like Gus nailing it. Coleman did, like, when you meet Coleman, and Vaca, you asked me this before the show, what is he like in person? It's like he is a calm and cool, collected guy. He does seem to have, like, he's got everything under control. Fuss, did you see any nervousness in Coleman on Friday night at least?
No, not at all. I mean, he was behind the camera for most of it. I think he got a lot of good stuff for that vlog and cut it all together real quick. But I mean, he was nails all night. Yeah,
he was, man. Yeah, I mean, like he was that same way in Saco for the producer race. So I think that's just the kind of guy he is. Me and Carm were trying to describe it on the way home. It's like he's that perfect level. Yeah, he's aloof. He's not dumb. He's aloof. He's just like, he's a rich kid. It's just like, no matter what, I could fall on my net, like kind of, and that's a good spot. I'm not holding that against a kid. Like I never hold how successful your parents are against you. Like, fuck that. Vaca, did you think Coleman did a good job, like overall from a third party view?
Yeah, from the outside, I mean, like I said, I only got clips that were that Menners was illegally getting from various people, including you, John, or you tried to give him.
I tried.
So, I mean, after seeing the behind the scenes, it seems like everything went well. I was hoping it did because I don't hate Coleman. I think he's better than Cullinane. I think he's better than Steve. Now, Steve and Cullinane bring other things to the table. I think Coleman is kind of a bore, but
Steve was hammered. One person, Steve was.
Oh yeah, hammered. Did you guys see that in the behind the scenes? Steve was actually drunk.
What, Steve Robinson on the night of the show?
Well, you guys were there, but you can tell in behind the scenes he had a couple
dogs to the bar. He brought the dog to the bar. I don't know if you were. It was like a rooftop hotel bar. He just brought the dog in there. He's like, I don't give a fuck about it. And when he was leaving, he pulled me in close and he goes, "Don't get stabbed tonight." I was like, what the fuck? I was like, dude, what? So yeah, Steve Robinson on a different level. I think it's just that live atmosphere, seeing everybody around you and all that shit. But let's wrap up Friday. So Friday, Gritties went well. Everybody's saying the show was too short. But those are the same people who are literally texting me right now saying Joe is making you look bad. So that's what he thinks of you, Joe. Just wanted to tell you. But yeah, let's move into Saturday during the day. Main thing, and Fuss, you brought it up a little bit earlier today, is baseball guy. Oh, my guy.
What's up?
What's up? PRC Coleman's here, guys. I just kind of sent the link out to anyone I can. And he's gone. There, he's back. but you were seeing black sweatshirts everywhere. Now they were starting to blend in with the homeless people, which are just overpopulated in Portland, Maine. But the black sweatshirts overtook that city, and it was kind of wild. Did you see the same?
Yeah, definitely. It was just like it was the year before. It's got really dark in here. But then, but it was a lot different than Plymouth too, because I guess everybody's more together. But no, I think that's what helps make the weekend a little bit better too, because it's just you look around, it's like, oh shit, everybody took over for this show. It's in the bar too, like the whole bar.
Yeah, so I wanted to bring that up. The Westin was basically, I think BA said him and Montante went down there and Montante can confirm when we have him in here, but I think they said they went down there at 9:30, and that downstairs bar from 9:30 till I would say 7:00. Hey, Mom, okay.
Hello.
I would say till 7:00 was full of Minifans. Like when I got there was probably 2. Or earlier than that, maybe 12, and it was full of Minifans, and it just kept stacking up and stacking. Mama K, you were one of those people there. What time did you get down to the bar at the Westin?
Oh, that I just missed what you were talking about. You're talking about on Saturday day?
Yeah, during the day, that first bar we were all at.
We were there I was there pretty early because we got to check in early, which was nice. So I threw my crap in the room and went down there. I was down there by lunchtime, or no, 1:00, maybe 1:00.
Yeah, and I think BA said I don't know if Kirk was staying in that hotel or what, but BA and Montante were down there. He came down to the bar, sat with them for a while. Like everyone was strolling through that bar all the way up into the show. At one point when I came back is when I saw the Steve taking a picture with Casey Smith and Jeff and all them, and like Jeff, Steve, and Mutt were just sitting there like watching the fucking Connecticut game, and it just like packed with Minifans around it. It was like, what the fuck is happening in this world? Like, what the fuck is going on right now? And Steve from Gloucester had the time of his life. The recap video kind of portrayed that, but I think Steve was the man of the weekend. Can we all agree that we're there?
I think he was handing out autographs. People were coming up to it proactively saying they need it. They're gonna get it PSA certified.
Yeah, but PRC, were you at the show?
No, but I will be at the next one.
Oh, beautiful.
100% with my baseball glove and my baseball.
Okay.
I'm going to strike out every Minifan.
Okay. All right. That's what's up.
That's my only goal from now on.
All right. Word. So let's get into the meat and the potatoes of the whole thing, the show itself. We all kind of, and I think Kirk showed up at the bar before that, right before the show started. We all kind of stumbled over there about 10 minutes before. Real short line. Got in there. They got us in there quick, even though they had to tap us down for everything. I had Trent in front of me. The boy brought in, I would say, close to a half pound of weed with him, and he got it all taken away from him right at the door. It was just so funny.
Did they give it back? Could he get it back?
I have no idea. I was like, see ya. I'm out of here. I'm
gonna hotbox the fucking theater.
Was he just holding it? Where was it?
He just had dude, they made you empty your pockets, and even I had a bunch in my pockets, but he pulled out 9 carts, like 6 tins of weed, dude. He was having the time of his life. Trent, if anything, came in a close second to Steve from Gloucester for sure.
I feel like they didn't. I was at the VIP, so I was in there earlier. I feel like they didn't really go too hardcore with the pat downs, or obviously the checks and stuff. And we didn't have to go back out, so he might have done that.
Makes sense, though. That makes sense. But like I said, there was a line, and it went through quick. I stood in line with Copper Doodle. Great guy. Great guy. I met the real Copper Doodle. So to get into the show, intro was I think one of my favorite things that KMS has produced ever, with fucking Cullen, all of that shit. That intro was perfect. Fuss, what'd you think of the intro?
Oh, it set the tone for the whole show. Gus, especially at first, I knew from there, I was like, all right, this is gonna be a great show. Redemption is here, and we just get to witness it. We don't have to worry about it. There
were small nuances, just Kirk walking out of Gus's and looking at the weekly calendar, and there just being nothing on it and shit. There were small parts of that video that just fucking slaps. Mama K, what'd you think of the intro?
Oh, it was awesome. It was so good. Just having that kind of, him waking up and knowing immediately you're in the misery parody thing was so freaking funny. I mean,
A lot of
we
good
could hear
actors in
it,
there.
so that
Montante.
was the best thing is you could hear everything and you would laugh and you'd miss things because you were laughing, but other than that it was freaking awesome.
That's one thing Kirk did say on Monday's show. He was like, we got to take into account the fact that there's like a small laughing part in each, like with each video, so you kind of can't have a joke that hits right after that. So the intro kind of went into Kirk and Steve running in, to Kirk wearing the, I have a great picture of this. It's kind of a tough look, but it's a great picture of this, Kirky America. Kirk runs in with this fucking, this outfit on right here. Steve behind him being his trainer. The whole video was kind of like Steve Robinson being his trainer. They run in with that. And the first thing up was Chris Coleman and his magic. Vodka, PRC, I'm sorry you missed this, but this was actually one of my favorite parts of the show.
Yeah, he's like, are you ready for some fucking magic? Like, fuck yeah, I am. I was like, give me some fucking magic. Yeah.
The crowd's going wild, and then he pulls out a lighter, and the vibe of the whole crowd just goes boom, because the stage guy yells at Chris Coleman, and Chris Coleman just gets squashed. It's tough. Kirk didn't know what was going on. There's nothing worse than a cocky stage guy. I don't know if any of you have ever had to deal with that. Mama K, I'm sure you had in radio, but a cocky fucking stage tech guy, worst. And that's exactly what they've been waiting all day to do. Is like, don't use a lighter. Don't. And it's like, fuck you, dude. But Chris Coleman.
Did you notice in the backstage thing that the vlog today that he like literally did a fire thing backstage? And I'm like, so they clearly knew he was doing something with fire. Like that was before the show.
It kind of, I like that it happened to me, because it was the first thing he did, pulled out this thing, fire, he gets yelled at after he says, let's fucking go magic or whatever. And then he kind of gets thrown off his game, brings up Elvin's girlfriend. I wanted to bring this up because there was a lot of people saying that there were no girls at this thing. Mama K's here. Minifans clean up, dude. Minifans do good for themselves. The audience was stacked full of fucking of fine looking women, right, Mama K? Double down on
absolutely.
This. Thank you, Mama K. So I just wanted to say that, and the audience was packed. I would say the only section that was empty was the section I'm pretty sure Nipples just bought out. He bought a whole section. So like that was
by the bar right there.
Yeah, right by the bar.
Yeah, they don't sell those tickets.
Exactly.
I don't know why. Yeah.
So Vodka, you're here, a guy who was saying the seats were empty. What caused you to say that?
We were getting pictures from different Minifans where there was like multiple sections.
Just one section.
Well, cool. let me change it. There was multiple like rows that didn't have people, and so I think we were all basing it off of that. So that's what I had to go on. I wasn't there. So, but based on the pictures that were given to us on the FOMO show, it didn't look like there's a lot of people there.
And shout out to Sneakers, probably the best ticket salesman out there in the Miniverse. I mean, he was selling tickets up into the day of, and I didn't see any other tweets from any other Minifan saying tickets are still available. So thank you to Sneakers on that one. So Chris Coleman gets done. We could put up the number now too. We're good. We could take calls, guys. So if you guys want to call in and you were there, you could call in. So Chris Coleman gets done. Next thing I wanted to talk about, though, for this show was Gus's performance in whole. I think Gus did the best out of that first video, right? Like, I think his performance was the best out of anyone's.
Yeah.
Do you agree, Mama K?
Which one was the best?
I would say Gus was the best in the intro video.
Oh, yeah. I would 100% agree. Like, he hammed it up good, and he did a very realistic job.
The wedding dress, all of that, and I
and he's just weird enough, and in that way that he's like the smile and everything. Yeah, he had the Kathy Bates thing going on.
I agree. Vodka, are you at this point in time a Gus fan? Same with you, PRC. Vodka first.
I've always been a Gus fan. I think it's weird that he's lied about the random shit he's lied about, but I also find that funny. So, yeah, I'm a big Gus guy.
There you go. PRC, what about you, buddy?
Gus rules. I'm not surprised that he had like the most talented performance on there. He's just got like this natural je ne sais quoi to him that just is
je ne sais quoi. That's exactly what I think about when you're talking about Gus. Speaking of je ne sais quoi, a lot of performance.
That's what they said about my pitching.
I don't know if this baseball thing's a bit, but I'm buying into it. I'm just
fucking name
Tweet
says
earlier.
baseball guy, buddy.
Yeah, I know.
It's not a bit. I'm coming for names. I wrote down all the names.
So a lot of people complaining that these shows are more of a performance than a podcast. A lot of singing, a lot of the dance, a lot of more bits and that kind of a thing. And I kind of think like that fits, and I'll get your guys' opinion, but I kind of think that fits more of being in a theater as compared to something like being in a subway. Whereas a subway, you're doing more of the talking and sitting at a table talking. Whereas this, you have a full stage, a band, and all that shit. Fuss, what do you think about that?
Yeah, it's definitely, you got to do something more if you're going to sell out that many tickets, I would think. And it's like a variety show or something. I don't know. They put all
Was
that
it sold
different
out?
stuff
Was
together.
it actually? I don't
It
know.
was like pretty
I'll
much.
tell you what,
yeah.
like from what
Round
you
up,
can
yeah.
see, it was packed. Like there was definitely seats, but like they did a great job filling that fucking theater. So Mama K, what do you think about it? You prefer the performance of it, or you kind of want to
if
hear
you're
them
going
sit
to
and
pay
talk?
that amount of money and you're going to travel and it's going to be in a big theater like that, of course, it's so much better to do it that instead of like just a table and doing a podcast. That's what, Madawaska is. That's what these other, one-off shows are, the Saco.
Yeah.
That's what those are for. And it's the two different types of shows. You go to a theater, you want like the theater thing, and it allows the creativity to go and the band. And it's just so much more of a event, I think, if they do it this way. Otherwise, it's just, why do I want to pay that? Do that and just sit there and watch them do the live show.
Sit and do a podcast.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it. Whereas like going to a subway, who cares? I'm at a subway,
Mutt said it today in the behind the scenes show. He just made this world so he can sing songs, though.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, Mutt said it. He just made this world. He can sing songs, and he can be Bruce Springsteen for a second.
Which he said there were no Bruce Springsteen songs. I didn't really even know any of those songs, really. I'll be honest.
You didn't know Born to be Wild?
I knew Born to be. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me read it. I just don't.
This fucking guy, John.
Songs, like those are the most like.
Guys, I don't know the songs, guys. I don't know the songs. Look how cool I am. Fucking idiot.
Fuck. You said Kirk was drunk.
He was. He was.
What about Blind Mike? How'd you think Blind Mike's stand-up was? He gave the Steve scores. I thought that was kind of odd. What about you, Fuss?
Yeah, just because it took so long. I didn't think that he was going to add Justin and Coleman in there. I think if he just would have done the old three, it would have been a little bit quicker.
It seemed like at a certain point it just got out of hand and he can't see anything. And he couldn't. Mama K, what'd you think about it?
I thought it was fine. I think it would have been. I think he thought Kirk was going to riff with them a little bit. So when he realized Kirk was off doing whatever, clothes change or whatever, costume change, then he kind of realized he's out there on his own. I think it became a little bit more like, oh shit. But I thought it was fine. I mean, I went and got my wine, but I could hear the whole thing.
Yeah, that was your spot to go get your wine.
That was my spot.
I don't know why, but they literally, so where the producers sit here, and then they just put Mike in front of them as if he's like a Make-A-Wish kid that won the Lazy Boy seat at the football. It's the weirdest, like just put him behind the table or something.
Yeah, cover his knees, cover his legs.
Yeah, it's weird. And then he's just sitting there, can't see anything. It's just like, what? Can Mike just be part of the gang? Like Justin said it, but I think Mike did get one of the biggest pops. Like, and Kirk gave him a big sweaty hug. Like, it was a big old pop that Mike got. And then he just sat there awkwardly, and he was like, I can't hear anything. But I thought that was kind of funny. Yeah, his Steve thing was kind of just like it got out. I like that he did it, but he was like, I lost myself in the bit. I didn't even make the jokes I wanted to make and shit. So once again, Mike's stand-up performance didn't go as planned. Didn't go as planned at all. What else do we have? Another thing about Blind Mike is Kirk just picks a random guy who was sitting 2 people away from us and says, ladies and gentlemen, Blind Mike's dad is here.
That had me fooled. I would have bet
I thought that was hysterical.
That was his dad, yeah.
Everyone starts clapping and like thinking it's apparently Mike on the Monday show said people thought that was actually my dad, as if he just got up.
People thought that it was really his dad.
It was totally hysterical. That's like one of the
front row. I mean,
yeah,
they were the same height.
No, come on.
He kind of got away with it because Justin's parents were there, which I think is kind of a weird thing.
It's Easter, like why not?
Speaking of Justin's performance, or Justin, how do you think Justin and Coleman's performance was during the show, Mama K?
Justin? I thought
and Coleman, just from both of them.
I think, I think they were clearly more concerned about making sure the content went smoothly than being the content, which, I know Kirk made a comment about, you can be a part of the show, you're part of the show. So they didn't really go all in on that part, but I get it. They don't want to, they don't want to fuck up the sound. They don't want to fuck up the video. They're just really kind of focused on, I thought Justin's, baby thing was pretty funny. I mean, he had to stand out there for like 5 minutes, slow dancing a freaking baby doll while his parents were in the audience.
That's when I went for my drink during that.
Yeah.
I missed that.
But it was fine. I thought they did fine, and obviously, technically it was great. Like everything was the music, everything sounded great. So
I think one thing Kirk did bring up is like they do while they are worried about the show and what's about to be next. And I will say this, Kirk would just turn around and mouth what was next to them. I was sitting front row like, how the fuck are they supposed to know that? Like, that's crazy, dude. If Mudgett saw it, they would kind of get it, but like Kirk would just be like, Jeff Deedwall.
I think he was like kind of edit because they probably had a whole list of.
They had basically a paper, and he would just turn and be like, and tell them something. But sometimes they would just be like, "We have no idea what it is." Yeah. Guys, we have a caller. Just let the caller talk, and then we'll answer them because it's impossible for them. All right, caller 401, you're up.
John, how you doing?
Hey, how are you now?
How's the cast? Everybody good?
Yeah, everyone's doing all right.
So, all right. Cain is Abel. How you guys doing?
Oh, doing good, buddy. How are you?
Hey, future Mount Kirkmore guest.
Good.
There you go.
Wow. Thanks for the plug. But yeah, I have was sad not to be able to meet you guys. I was pretty sad about that. But I did want to give some shout outs. Steve from Gloucester, I think, is having an unbelievable run right now. And I just wanted to it's just doing awesome. And the Drip Lord too. What a run.
Yeah. The Drips, I was going to get into them next. That dance was wild. I have some videos for that, so stay tuned for that, fucking Kane. I got some front row seat views of this. It was good.
What is this call? You just sucking cocks over here? Jesus.
Yeah, just letting people call in, Vaca. You want to leave and call in?
Sure.
No?
I fell asleep.
How much time are you going to get the vodka on air anyway? Think.
I just want to spend the time here shitting on him.
No, I know, but what was he thinking when he said like Kirk was drunk? Did you see the fucking video, you fucking moron? He wasn't drunk.
No, he's pretty wasted, man. I disagree. He was drinking.
All right, Kane, you got anything else? And I'm going back into the show.
No, you're good, man.
All right, I love you. Bye. Great call. Sorry, Vaca didn't stand up to your, fucking standards.
No, it was a great call. I hope he calls again.
Oh, cool. Well, maybe he will. Maybe he will. You never know. It was a great call. So the Drips. This was wild. I guess they just learned that they were doing it that day. They were supposed to just be up there for a little bit. Kirk, right before the show, says you guys got to stay up there the whole song. I got 2 videos. Let me play the first video. We'll talk a little bit. Then I'll play the second video. Okay, so I just wanted to play that little bit because they had their shirts on at that point. Everything was going good. Sexual abuse. Kirk grabbed his titty right there, and I have it on fucking camera.
He's allowed to do that.
Boom. So I
could retire tomorrow if he wanted to.
But I was videoing that, and I was like, he just grabbed his titty.
That's your video?
Yeah, I was. Pat Ford, John from Warren had the time of their life up there. Just seeing guys awkwardly have to dance for that long is just funny. I thought that bit was very good. Mama K, what'd you think of that as a lady seeing men with their shirt off?
It was awesome. They did a great job. I think them dancing for like 3 minutes just while Kirk was working the audience, that was like so awesomely awkward for them. And at the same time, like they're doing their little white man dance. And that was even before the shirts came off. They had to do that, like, whatever for 3 minutes. And then when the shirts came off, God bless them. They're, that takes some balls. And I, give them all the credit. And they did their little catching the shirts. And that was impressive as hell. And
I was shocked they didn't have that catching the shirts on the behind the scenes, because I know Mudgett got it. He was standing right there. It was the most impressive feat of athletic ability I've ever seen in my life. It was crazy.
It looked like it had been planned, and it wasn't clearly.
Question from the FOMO losers that couldn't get there. How did they get brought up? Like, how did they get up there? What was the lead up to that?
So just like it was an intermission, not an intermission, but like Kirk walked off stage, and then those two just came on and just had a little talking part, and then boom. The song started. What was I going to say? Oh, Fuss. What'd you think about the drips and Pat Ford's polo tattoo that he has on his chest?
The polo tattoo is very visible.
Very visible.
But I thought it was pretty funny. It would have been hilarious if Kirk would have just left him up there for like 10 minutes, just kind of bouncing around. It would have been like Mayo at Plymouth a little bit, but no, great bet. I mean, props to them for being able to put that together so quick.
Baseball guy, a guy who plays shirts for Skins a lot. What'd you think about the boys taking off the tarps?
It's pretty good shirt taken off. I like the throw and the catch too. It's a good catch by the second baseman, John and Warren. Too bad he's gonna go 0 for 3 with 3 fucking Ks next time I see him. But other than that, I thought it was a great performance.
All right. Thank you. Next performance I want to get to was Mutt. My guy, apparently, and there was a lot of it in the behind the scenes, but Mutt looked like he was really rehearsing this thing. Like he did not want to fuck this up. Fuzz, what do you think about Mutt's performance?
I don't know why he was so nervous, because he did a good job with the when he danced with the little kids at Plymouth. So I mean, I think it was pretty similar I mean, not similar, but I mean, it's like the same like dance. Like, I mean, he's good at that dance style, and he looked yoked. Like him and Steve looked like they've been taking steroids together.
Yeah, he was. Kirk said on the show Monday, but he's definitely in the middle of a cycle. Like he's not that size.
No, he looked. I mean, he was big.
Yeah, he was baby big, baby big. What about you, Mama K? What'd you think about Mutt?
You gotta love Mutt, but it was so funny.
Oh God, I didn't know he was that much shorter than Kirk.
Oh, Mutt is like up to here on me, dude. He's so little.
But I will say it's clear that he probably works on these skits and these shows more than he does for getting a job. Like, he puts in the time. He loved. I mean, it was so funny. It was
Mama K, if you were his wife, what would you be saying to him, like work related?
I'm not going tonight.
Oh, if he was just doing his, listen, I don't know what anybody's personal situation is, but I would say, go get a freaking paying job. I don't care what you're doing. It doesn't have to be in media, but go do something. Like, make money.
I think Mutt's in a happy spot right now. I think it's always good to be on that bench. You never know what opportunity comes next. Just wait for the right thing, shooting star. You're a bright angel. That's my message to Mutt. You beautiful thing. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh God.
Yeah. Hold on. I need some Mutt dancing.
That beanie should never come off. Jesus.
508 just called back in. Sorry, I was letting the lady speak first. You fucking selfish asshole.
Mama K was playing Queen of the Minifans.
Mama K is. Lauren was there looking beautiful too. But Mama K, you've been front facing for the Minna ladies as of lately. Did she have anything to say to you about that?
Who, Lauren?
Yeah, Lauren.
I love Lauren. I disavowed the whole Queen of the Minifans thing. I still give it to Lauren. 100%, yeah, but it is what it is. I love being a part of the crazy world that we're part of and going to the shows, and I don't mind doing these shows. So
good.
Yeah.
Good. I forgot to show this picture, but I don't know if anyone knows Tony from Maine, but I got this picture of him with the sweatshirt wrapped around his belly. I had to show it. What else do I got for the show? So let's get to the Casey and Steve.
I'm going to turn the lamp on.
Let's get to Casey and Steve. So I wanted the guys that weren't there here because I wanted to see when you saw this picture of Steve from Gloucester and Casey Smith hanging out, Jeff D. Lowe. What did you feel, Vaca? How did you feel when because you turned down my request to come with me to this show? How did you feel?
I missed part of that question. I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ, Vaca. You're terrible tonight. Baseball guy. Did you feel upset that you missed the show, or were you in the middle of a game?
I was very upset that I missed the show. One, because it went so great. Two, because just everybody's having fun there in Portland. And it looked like, of course you feel like you're missing out. I mean, you're just sitting at home here. But three, I didn't get to strike all those motherfuckers out in Portland. And
I love this. Fuss, what did you think when you saw those pictures of just like Trent and Kate? Like, were you just happy this was the show you were at, or what did you feel when you saw like Steve out there dancing with Casey Smith?
I was so excited for Steve. I was like, this is unbelievable. Like Casey Smith even came here to do this with fucking Steve from Gloucester.
That was
and then Trent with Kate, like everybody, like they apparently, I didn't see it, but there's lines just leading up to him, and like props to them for standing there and talking to everybody. Because, fuck that at a certain point. Like you're.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not that kind of a guy. I don't like just awesome. Pictures and that shit. Which, by the way, I had about 5 different people take a picture with me. I haven't seen one picture posted, which really fucking scares me. So please post the pictures of me and not hang them on your wall. Vaca, I asked, were you upset that you missed the show because of the small shit, like seeing Casey and all that?
No, I told you. You called me right after on your way back. I told you it was a dumb decision not to come. I've been an avid I love the show, but I don't love it enough to drive to go see it. Like I live in North Carolina. I don't know if McFuss is farther.
Airplane.
Yeah, there's airplanes too.
Right. I understand that. But I don't. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I don't like it enough to go. But I realized in that moment I was wrong because I did really miss that. So yeah, I was wrong and I should have gone.
All right, so people who said, why did you bring Vaca here? That was the reason. So it's stuck on my cock. 508, what do you got, buddy? Sorry, I hung up on you before.
Hey, that's all right. All right. Hey, while we got this panel going, can we address the rumors about McFuss and Mama K's daughter?
Good fucking call.
We go ahead and let's squash the rumors. She's a very lovely lady. I would love to take her out for a dinner, something like that, and treat her very
was macking Mama K. I forgot about this. I love that. Wait, real quick. I love that one when Kirk on this show the other day goes, anything else from that night? Coleman just goes, Mama K's daughter was there.
Yeah.
Did you take McFuss Daddy into your family as your new son-in-law? Question, Mama K, go.
She has had a same boyfriend for 7 years.
Oh.
And as much as I love the Fuss, he's a great guy, and they had a great time. She was loving talking to everybody, and everybody was awesome and welcomed her into the world. She doesn't really listen to the show much. Maybe she will now, but she's moving Sunday,
I guarantee she will now.
So she'll be up there. She might be at Gritty's next year because she's going to be living there for the next 2 years. So.
Yeah. Fuss Daddy, I respect, like, you put the effort in that night, and I think you would make a beautiful addition to that family. Fuck that other dude.
we can merge the North and the South. We can finally end the Civil War.
That's what I'm saying. A Southern belle like Fuss, dude. Add that to the gene pool, some superiority in that blood. One other quick joke that I loved, I don't know who brought it up. I think the Drips, when the Prez video went down and the video ended, it was about having to take Miss Peaches to the hospital. And Kirk was like, I think that's actually the oldest girl he's ever had to take to the It's a great joke. So what else do we have from that?
Can we go back real quick? Why did Coleman keep bringing up Mama K's daughter was there? Mama K's daughter was there.
That was weird. I will say that. I don't.
Maybe he isn't. And this was brought up I was just going to say Jeff D. Lowe's video. Maybe he's not gay like we all thought, and he was, trying to also.
I think he's jealous
he
of Big
I was
Fuss.
trying to set him up with him. I'm like, what?
They were talking about it in the one chat, and I was like, they were like, why was Mama K's daughter there? And they had their conspiracies. I was like, she was there for a legitimate reason, not for you idiots. Go for it.
Let's be fair. Even if she wasn't moving there, she's your child. She can fucking come with you.
That's true.
I told him, I was like, that's why McFuss Daddy closed. He listens to this shit. He knows, right?
Yeah, you go to grad school? I wish her luck at
grad school, all this stuff.
Yeah, he knows the whole story.
So speaking of Coleman, Jeff D. Lowe brings up that Coleman was caught that he once slept, I believe, with Joey Camasta.
Yeah, in the same bed and everything. Like,
that's wild. Yeah. I'm a huge fan of Joey Camasta, so I would be 100% okay with that. But
John, did you not remember the stool? There was a couple stool scenes where Joey Camasta would make jokes because like Coleman was the cameraman on stool scenes, and they would have like a little back and forth where.
Oh.
If you go back to the old stool scenes, that was there, but
I didn't know
I'll have to find them.
One last thing on Steve's dance, the lift, mediocre. I'm sorry, it was mediocre. It was only mediocre, and I love Steve, and the dance was beautiful. But I would have loved to see a full sprawl. I don't know if either of them are ready for that, or us ready for the insurance bill that would come soon after, but. I did want to mention that.
It was the best one, though. If you saw the rehearsal.
Yeah, I did. It was the best one. Hold on, we'll take a call real quick. 781. Go ahead, 781.
Hey, John, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
That's really good. Good to see everybody here tonight. PRC, Mama K, McFuss Daddy, John. One thing I had 2 points I wanted to make quickly, if you wouldn't mind. Point one, Mama K, I have never seen your boyfriend, your daughter's boyfriend, but he sounds hideous compared to McFuss Daddy. So if you want to,
thank you.
Call of the day. Oh, that's the new Call of the Day song.
They're working hard for you, Fuss.
If I could make my second point quickly, then I'll jump.
Go right ahead.
It's more of a statement. I just want everybody to make sure that you check in on your loved ones. I've been listening for the last 45 minutes and kind of glaringly obvious. I have no evidence to back this up. And frankly, I might be speaking out of my ass, but Vodka, we're all thinking about you. You sound like you're on heroin tonight, so you must be. If you sound it, it's a thing. So just touch base with your loved ones. We hope you get well. But I can definitely hear it in your voice. Just throwing it out there.
Sick of being sick, brother. Sick of being sick, man.
Thank you.
Great call.
Thank you, John. God bless you for doing this. Have a great night. Okay?
You too,
Bye,
brother.
everyone.
What a call. Call of the day.
Hey, thank you.
That's the new Call of the Day song.
Are you smoking it or shooting it, Vodka?
It's nice that people care.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
To wrap up Saturday night in the show, you got anything, Fuss, Mama K, before I get to the guys who weren't there?
The pedophile video was
tough.
It was funny. I thought it was funny.
It was wild because everyone after it was like, how did you search the stuff for that? There was a really graphic video that no one, I think, will ever see the light of day. That was the point where everyone was like, what do you think like the band thinks right now?
I heard people walked out. Is that true? Was that just
it was like if you were on the edge, it's a good reason to get on out of the skedaddle. Speaking of skedaddling out of there, Montante left before the last song just to make sure Clemson won in the fourth, I think, or something like that. So that's a degenerate for you, but he's a good guy. He will be here. Maybe he can defend himself. PRC, Dr. Vodka, what do you guys want to close out the Portland show with? Anything?
I guess my main point would be, or not my main point, but my question is, how was that weird hotel situation you guys were in? Okay, well, never mind. That was my question.
I just want to tell the real story of what happened next. We all leave. We go to the top of the East. Everyone that basically was at the show was at the top of the East bar, felt like. Kirk, Casey, Jeff get there. All of them are here. I would say there was 80 people there. I would say maybe 4 to 5 drinks were served the whole night.
At most.
At most. These people were not prepared for
I got
what
one
happened.
for free because I finally bitched enough, and they never came back.
Oh, and then they would walk around and hand you bills. I was like, no, like no. It's like you got to chalk this one up as a loss.
Wait, were they just ignoring you guys? Or
No, like, this dude would walk around and take your order, and then just nothing would happen for hours.
Oh.
Overwhelmed.
Okay.
They were.
So we leave that.
2 people.
Yeah, so we leave that, which it was cool. Everyone was there. That's where Steve brought his dog. We leave that, and BA was so mad he wants to go to his room because there's vodka or whatever there. We get in, Montante's there, and I bring Jay with me. Now, this is where this story gets fucking falsely told.
Whoa.
We just are sitting there, and Mike, Julie, and Coleman walk in. Cool. I guess BA invited them there. Then Steve Snell walks in, who I invited. He didn't fucking sneak his way on with those people. They snuck their way in. So I just wanted to clear that record. It was a blast. We had a blast. Steve Snell did not by any mean way ask for Mike's cane. It was kind of just like, can I just see? He wanted to see it, but like it looked bad. Like you don't ask a blind guy for his cane. It's just like a weird thing. But then it devolved into the whole family chat was there. Julie's family chat was there. So like, who would want to miss this party? It was obviously a banger. So I just wanted to clear the record on that.
Julie and her family crashed the party is what I'm hearing.
Well, they were the last ones Julie was there first, and then her whole family came. Her whole family was there. The whole family chat, which I got to meet the family chat. Wild.
How were
Very wild. Not what you expected. They were like 6 24-year-old kids. It was the weirdest thing in the world. Mama K, what'd you do after that night? You were up the top of the East, right?
Yeah, I sat there. I was with it was me and Donna and what's his face? Burn Barrel.
Tom Shattuck. Taller.
Yeah, Tom Shattuck and Steve from Gloucester and Cully was there and Allison came over. Excuse me, Eric, Melissa. Gosh,
yes.
man, my brain is like
see that
tired.
so many girls we can't even figure out.
I know. There's like 10 women, and I just go through them all in my head. But we just waited for drinks, and none ever came, which was fine because I had to get up early the next morning. We had to be out and at the 7 a.m., 8 a.m. So it was pretty tame anyway. But after Kirk and they came, I ended up getting a wine. I think I sweet talked the guy to bring me one, and then he never came back with my bill, and they kicked us out. So when we all got kicked out, I didn't have to pay. So that was
they had a bar full of 90 people, and they were like, "We are closing in 10 minutes." It's like, dude, I would be cashing in right now with these people here. They would be here all night long.
They lost a lot of money if they had staffed that correctly. But so we just went after, we kind of made our way through the crowd, saw the producers were by the door. Everybody was kind of congregating by the door when they were trying to push us out like cattle. And said goodbye to a bunch of people, and then I was up in the room, and we were pretty much asleep pretty quick because we had to get up so early. So that was the end of that.
Fuss,
I was too late nights. I can't do that too often. So
what was the end of your night?
We walked over to the hotel. Me and Bob walked over to the hotel for a minute, and then we just got an Uber home. And while we were outside the hotel waiting for the Uber, Kirk and Jeff and Steve and Casey come walking through.
Oh, yeah.
But Steve and Casey, Steve was lagging behind 5-10 feet, having a very deep conversation with Casey walking in.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So now there's definitely he was feeling himself. So
Cullinane was smashed at this after party, dog. Smashed.
That picture is
just going up to people, taking their drinks. My guy was. And before the show, I had to show him where the bathroom was because he's a helpless 8-year-old infant. And he looks at me and goes, "I think I might fuck Greg Poehler tonight." He goes, "Fuck it." So maybe we're looking at the wrong producer is all I'm saying. Anything else to wrap up the weekend? What about you guys down on the bottom? Any last thoughts on the weekend that you weren't at?
Well, I mean, it's interesting you're bringing me in as a closer because that's what I specialized in high school and D2 college for a year. I was a closer, and I guess I'll close this out. I'm really going to miss, I really missed out, and I'll be at the next one. And how is the weather up there? Is it cold,
fun.
or is it it is?
Yeah, it was colder than you expected the first night, and then Saturday during the day it was fine, and then it just got cold. It was not beautiful weather, but it wasn't raining, which is all that matters.
Better than last year.
That's good.
Yeah. Let's skip vodka. McFuzz Daddy and Mama K, last thoughts on Saturday night.
Our thoughts, end of the night, Friday night, some dude was so drunk he fell and just flat on his face. I think he
we didn't talk about the people that got kicked out. That was fucking. I felt bad. Hoodie's a great guy, but like you can't just yell during a show.
Who's the other guy?
You just don't be the guy yelling.
He was yelling. What was he was yelling?
I was like 2 feet away from it. He was saying, "I'm a Mayo guy. I'm a Mayo guy." So he literally got kicked out for that. And Kurt told him, "You have to sit here and suck your thumb on the stage." And he said, "I'm not going to do that." And then he kicked him out.
Shout out Hoodie.
I mean, dude, he's a good.
Yeah, Hoodie was a good guy. I think he'll be back, but that was like, it's just tough. Like I didn't even know it was Hoodie when it was going down, and then I found out like halfway through the show. It's like, oh, well, fuck it. I don't know who the second guy was, but everyone apparently loved that he got kicked out.
Well, there was some guy going, where's the gay stuff or something like that. That's what.
Yeah, that was a quick one. Craig was like, well, see ya.
Yeah, like I don't even know what he was talking about. Like, why do you come and scream shit? No one is there to see you. Shut the fuck up. Like,
moral of the story, though, weekend was a fucking blast. Live events are always the best. If you haven't been to one and you are kind of on the fence with it, just go. If you're someone like Vodka who doesn't like to show his face and nervous about society, get over it. It's just a fun time. The shows are good. You'll have fun. It's good to meet people and put faces, because then you won't get so mad when you're on the internet, folks.
Yeah.
You know?
And if you ever go, that I feel like once you go once, then you're in. Like
that's true too.
Like it's like once that seal is broken, you're gonna like find a way to go to everyone, because
just meet Nipples and you'll be fine. That's all I'll say. Like Nipples make it like, I'm telling you, the guy had his own section. Like, it was wild. All right, we could chill here for like, I don't know, we have 8 more minutes left. We could take some calls. If you guys have anything you wanted to bring up, go right ahead. We'll just hang out, take some calls.
Some dude named Travis threw up all over some dude at the bar.
Oh, really? I know one Travis.
It was early too. It was like really early. It was like 7:30.
Really?
Yeah, he was a weird guy in general. Kind of creepy dude. Yeah.
Was it Friday or Saturday night?
Friday night, but like the sun was still up. Like, still pretty
the VIP, we got some stories, but I'm not telling them. But
oh yeah, you were at VIP. I didn't know if my tickets were VIP or not, so I just didn't, because I don't know what to do. But I guess it looked like it was what they sat on the stage and talked to you guys for a while.
Yeah, it was fun. It was, they did the pictures and then they went up on stage and Mike talked and people asked questions, and they wanted the Erica story and they wanted the John Dennis story.
Oh, did he tell the Erica story?
Yes.
Yeah,
wow, good for you guys. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That is something cool. So VIP, there you go. VIP was worth it. And like, I'll say this. Even if you didn't have VIP tickets, like everyone's tickets felt like VIP that week, because like anyone that was part of the show was drinking with you at some point of the of the night, like either before or after the show. Those people that were on stage were all with you, so that's pretty cool too. So
that was like the part I missed the most, I think, or what I regret the most is like when I saw everybody like there just hanging out, and like Kurt came in,
that's the coolest.
That was the part, that really made me like.
Yeah. Granted, I don't like to go up to anyone, and I just stay away like a gentle little like baby, but I think it's cool. I totally think that's cool.
Your lady friend was awesome too.
Who was that? Oh, Carm. They said you were awesome.
That's
nice. Carm is awesome. She's the best. Vodka, will you take me up on my offer to go to the next show?
Yeah, no, I'll be there.
That's my guy. See, that's why I also brought him. See, we fucking making a Minifan. Look at us.
I mean, I was already a Minifan.
Go ahead and say it. Kirk wasn't drunk.
He was not.
I'm not gonna say that. I disagree.
Yeah, don't say it. Sucking stand your ground, pussy. I think this was a good show. Menners and VD, I'm sure, will trash it.
Is Justin still walking? Go, Justin.
Yeah, what was this about today? What was Justin's goal? He just wanted to walk 13K.
Just getting a workout in, yeah.
1K per day. 1K per day that the show is off the air.
Oh, there you go. Who do you guys think is going to win that? Fuss, who do you got?
Justin. I mean, if he's out there walking, 13Ks, I don't know how far that is. It sounds like a long ways.
We got
7.5.
We got one for Justin. Mama K, who do you got in this?
Well, I think that Justin is going to lose more weight percentage wise. I mean, he's working hard. I mean, he's working. So he has the upper hand because he's bigger. But Coleman's eating good, so who knows? I don't know what the percentage will be. Justin's going to lose a lot of weight, and he already looks like he's lost weight. So.
Okay, I'm saying you said Justin.
I'm saying Justin.
Montante, what did you think about your company's hat just being worn by several Minifans?
Not only several, but like 5 or 6 people came out to me like, "Hey, like in all seriousness, like what do I have to do
to get a hat?
Land one of those?" Yeah, it's like the unofficial hat of KMS. It's very funny. It's a sharp hat.
Who do you think is going to lose more weight, Justin or Coleman?
Justin, but Coleman will win because of the index.
Oh, there you go.
Close. Yeah, I'm going Justin. He's too fat.
Ooh, looks like Justin's going to clear out. What about you, PRC?
That's not good. Yeah.
I think it's Coleman, but I think it's going to be a lot closer. I think Justin kind of slow rolled us at the beginning with the Olive Garden and all that, and I think he's actually grinding it out right now.
There's a guy, David in Maryland, very tall man, very tall man, soft-spoken, great guy.
He's a fucking 6'4", 6'5".
He's a tank.
He's a gigantic human.
Yeah.
Where was Bree Hunter at this year, Montante?
Oh, good question.
She's in Vegas. She's in Vegas on the bigger, better things.
She's a show gal. I'm going to make you a star, darling. Montante, what was your summary of the weekend? Did you have fun?
Yeah, it was a great weekend. I know the haters, of which there are many, would say you have to be a dork to go there on Easter weekend, but it was a great weekend. The drive home, not great. BA, this is how you know people are hurting after it. BA was silent for hours at a time.
Oh yeah,
yeah. If you keep that guy quiet, you know you must be in pain.
Just like that's the emptiest feeling when you're leaving an event like that. Like that's the worst. Poor
well,
BA.
no, not only that, but just you just zapped. You slept maybe 6 hours in 3 days.
Yeah,
you know you're just fucking. You got nothing left, and then the realization is even when you get back to Newark, you still have 5 hours before your flight.
Yeah, that's
So yeah, it was just reality set
to look forward to. Nothing.
Set in quick. I got back. It was such a long weekend. Like I remember showering, and like it's like putting a real quick like the bar of soap across my chest, and there was like chest hair on it. It was like, is my body just shutting down? Like is BA on? Like, are we just dying after this weekend? But no, it was a great weekend.
Yeah. A+. I have to admit it was that I did defend the after party. I had to because they were trashing it, and it was a great time.
We were in there fucking shooting the shit till 4 a.m. Like that's
I forgot to bring this up. Did this ever happen? I get this right when I leave. 2:12 a.m. What room you in? My wife is asleep. You guys still going? You show up.
Yeah. Augustus was there till close.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Because
there were a couple of moments where Augustus, I don't know if he's probably high as a kite, but he was just saying jokes that were just so off. I was looking around and people looked at each other like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? It wasn't like racist or off-putting, but it was just like so weird. He's a strange cat.
Dude,
I know Mama K is about to shoot me through the screen.
Shut up.
I have this cut of Augustus when they talk to Steve about Casey. I just
meeting Casey? Absolutely. I think he might be looking forward to meeting me more. Oh.
I'm telling you, Augustus was on fire. He talked to me at one point. I heard for like 10 minutes. I heard no words. It was just. Ba, 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 ba. And all I heard was like lower Mondays. Ba, 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 ba. I was like, let's go.
Yeah, he's a fucking spaz.
He was very concerned about my daughter on Friday night. He kept.
I was too at first.
Well, he kept going up scratching his neck, and he's like, "Why is your daughter talking to the Georgia boys?" Like, he was freaking out.
He was figuring out a way to take her home without her remembering. If we're being honest. How much Rufalin does he have to sprinkle in for a lot going on?
How about
Big Plus Daddy would never do that.
How about the late night did end for me when Julie's brother was just screaming at the mayhem. Like,
hey, everyone's
my sister in the car.
Everyone's been there. Yeah. He was fighting a good fight, but like an hour later, he was out cold. So
I heard that.
Mayhem lost that battle, but won the war.
Yeah, little do they know Jay never sleeps or eats or just
he had a huge advantage.
What did Jay
real quick?
What did Jay do in that situation when he's getting yelled at by that guy?
He
likes
shakes his head and
he likes it.
We got a caller 601. Welcome to Menders Live, hosted by BA, now hosted by John from Scranton. Thriller.
Hello?
Yep. What's up?
You there?
Yeah, we're here. Last chance.
Hey, I hate that Kurt came in and ended Mike and the Minifans because we didn't get the chance to hear from the best third chair in the Minifan fandom network, Montante.
Oh.
What was up with that?
Montante, were you going to be on Mike and the Minifans?
No,
this is a Trump voter calling too.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with that, Vodka. No, I just if the choice
Montante's the best.
If I love this guy, if the choice is don't drink at Gritty's or speak for 5 minutes that half the people can't hear you, I'm drinking 10 times out of 10.
People are saying this is staged.
You got to do something on the other network, Montante, because everybody else is getting the show and you're just kind of hanging out there.
He's an independent.
Yeah, I'm an independent contractor. I was trying to do something with Metters the other night, but the little cocksucker never got back to me.
They're doing something tonight, I guess. So
yeah, him and VD.
Yeah, they're doing the gathering of the goats. Hey, Gus had a good weekend from everything I saw.
Yeah, Gus did good. Gus did good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, especially the part that you just showed with Steve reacting to Steve. That was
probably his
awesome.
best moment. Probably.
This area code is Jackson, Mississippi. Who the fuck is this?
Caller, are you a Chuck Wagon guy?
Facts. Go ahead with your question.
No. Because it was on Easter weekend, why do you think he didn't do a pay-per-view because of the fact that it was on the Easter weekend?
Bro, infrastructure wise, Barstool has to bring this whole van and team to run something like that, and I just don't think they wanted to put up with that.
Yeah. Especially on Easter weekend, I guess.
On Easter weekend, in fact. Yeah. That's why what I would say for that.
Still on?
Yeah, he's still here. You got something to say to him?
Hey, love the show. Love the promo show. It kind of got me through the promo. Being there.
He was batting 1,000 until that.
I like the way that you don't. Yeah, I like the way that you don't toss Kirk's salad like a lot of these other motherfuckers.
Okay.
I appreciate that. I like the way you give it back, John, too, and as you as well, Montante. All these other people are that's all they do to me.
Come on, man.
Take back what I said before.
Hey, we're going to be taking more. Make sure you call.
Today, John.
What's that? I lost him.
Legend.
I wish I didn't give call of the day because I would have got it because I liked his accent. I really liked that accent.
Oh, that's what a real Southern accent sounds
that's
like.
Your stereotypical Montante fan right there.
Hey, they're out there.
You know who I talked to for a while, Montante? The Montante shirt guy.
Oh, Kirk Minifan. His Twitter handle is like Kirk Minifan or something.
Yeah, he's a good dude. He's a real. I was literally talking to him and his buddy at one point in the night, and I had my head down and I was pointing. I'm like, "Look, this is the guy who made the Kirkman or the Montante shirt."
Yeah,
I literally pointed to the wrong guy. It was tough.
All right, you're close.
Yeah, it is what it is. All right, we'll do this for 5 more minutes and then get out of here. Any last callers call in? Montante, any things that we didn't talk about tonight that you probably didn't watch that you want to bring up?
I was in and out. I was playing FIFA.
Ooh.
FIFA makes me so mad. I could
I'm
generally
about to download.
If I had a loading gun next to me, I'd kill myself. I get so angry playing FIFA. No, I was in and out. I didn't hear much. I'll be totally transparent.
How was Gritty's from your experience, Montante?
Gritty's is great. Gritty's is great. It's
not the actual bar. What happened there?
No, it's great. Like that. You can't do another pre-show or like that anywhere but Gritty's now. It wouldn't be the same. It would never be the same. It has to be Gritty's.
There you go.
Even the waitress, like who had no idea what was happening, was there last year. So she was like, it probably came back to her pretty quickly. It was.
I want to say shout out to that waitress. She is freaking. Those people at the top of the East should learn from that woman.
Oh yeah.
She freaking had 100 people on her like stole, and she knew what everybody had. She was quick.
Yeah.
She got the bills right. She was.
I like how that bar is set up too, because like each room has their access to the same bar basically. So it's not two different bars, but it's like you have that double window kind of thing. It's the best. Shout out to my guy Stacy from Madawaska's phone.
Quick shout out Mama K with glasses.
If I want to, I'm on my phone tonight.
Yeah,
so
I would
if
say
I want to see you, I need to.
Mount
wear
Rushmore, Mama K.
I'm just saying.
Thanks, Michael.
There you go.
As a FOMO guy, which day was better, Friday or Saturday?
Saturday.
From the people that were there.
Yeah, but Friday was not far behind.
Yeah, you were there all
I
day
mean,
Friday.
Friday's about the kind of hanging with each other, but you're there for Kirk and you're there for the show. So
Yeah, he's gonna be mad. We barely brought him up today.
No.
It is
You're there for him.
Kirk gets talked a lot about by BA nowadays, so I'll leave that to him.
But as Vodka would say, Kirk didn't even remember Friday night. I mean, he'd probably say Saturday. Yeah.
Kirk put on a fucking 10 out of 10 performance. Like
VD texted me during the show going, I think he was drunk too.
See, Vodka's new thing is he just lies about this.
I'll send you the text.
I bet you VD sent that. I don't think because I think VD didn't. But there's just zero.
VD probably didn't believe it, but he sent it to me. But I think he drank something.
Like, I love when Kirk's walking through a crowd because he will shit on people just as much as he would on that fucking podcast right to your fucking face.
He told that fat lady to sit down in the.
That was Joanne.
That's Joanne. Show respect.
Joanne's a whip.
Sorry, Joanne. I didn't know. I don't know you. You're not fat.
I was talking real.
You're attractive and you look really good.
What?
Real briefly, I was talking to I want to say like Justin or someone up there, and I felt some fucking asshole tearing my shirt trying to get me to move. And I was like, all right, I'm not gonna look around and see who this is, but like the fact that someone's like grabbing my shirt like that, like fuck you, like I'm gonna stay here longer than I originally was. I eventually turn around and it's fucking Kirk. I was like, oh god damn it. I was like, oh fuck me. Fuck me. Because he already has this preconceived notion, like if he shows up somewhere at a bar and someone's drinking, he's like, oh, they're hammered, they're annoying. Before you even do anything. So it's just like in his mind, he's like, oh, this fucking guy's so drunk, he didn't realize he was I was trying to ask him to move. Like, no, I picked up on it, but it's not gonna get me to move by ripping on my shirt like a fucking like hyena. But it was very bad when I turned out and saw it was him. But great night overall. There was no asshole at Gritty's. Like no one really like made the one guy, Mike. Shout out to Mike from New Hampshire, as a matter of fact.
The one that fell?
Fell's not an accurate way to describe that.
Flat down.
That's not a fall.
Flat down.
Is that who that was?
On his face.
Mike from New Hampshire. Yeah,
that shit was so funny.
He laid flat on the ground for like 8 seconds, and then he eventually stands up like, all right, phew, he's okay. And he's like, yeah, I'm okay. And then blood just starts gushing out of his. Yeah.
Do you want to tell about how you kicked him?
Report it.
I didn't realize I did that. You got the one who saw it. So
you literally kicked him to make sure he was alive before you got down there and helped him up.
Sorry for
that was the funniest part.
I kicked him like roadkill. I was like, "Yo, you good?" Like, hey, he responded. So
that was midnight. That was about midnight because that was right when he fell. I was like, "Time to go."
Yeah, and I feel bad because like that guy Mike from New Hampshire probably doesn't get out much. So like,
he's a good dude though. I love that dude. He's funny.
You know him?
Bad.
I was talking to him for I think a good portion of the night, but then again, it could have been fucking Jake from fucking State Farm for all I know. So I stink with names.
Mike from New Hampshire was one of one. I could pick.
I saw him the next night. He didn't look like he was. Yeah, he didn't look like he was too fucked up.
Did he mention it?
No, I didn't. I just saw him walking by. I didn't get to talk to him.
I'll tell you what, a lot of new fans at this show. Like you could tell, like Barstool new fans, like 100% new fans, first show people at this show because like it was a big wave of kids that you've never seen before at these shows that would be coming up to us, which was which is weird. So if they like us, they must be new fans because we know the statistics on that.
Can we get a guess on the next actual live show? Like not to take it from Subway, but I'm saying like a live show over 1,000 people.
So like someone just sitting on the panel. Yes.
I think he hinted at it on.
I would like that.
Oh yeah, he was like someone's birthday or his
birthday.
When's his?
His birthday in the fall before he turns 50 again.
That's far away. I thought
that's
okay.
Funny.
Well, I hope there's a
They got to do those other ones. They got to go to North Dakota and
those are the small ones. Those are the small ones.
PRC, how quickly could you strike out Montante?
3 seconds.
Yeah.
I mean,
damn. That's
vacuum
fast.
seal.
I'm not a fan of it's not a slide against Montante. I'm just saying, like, I throw gas, man.
PRC, you couldn't get one pitch past me.
Ooh.
Dude, how much money are you going to put on that?
I would take your fat bisexual ass
seriously,
400
like $1,000.
I would absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
And all I have to do is get one pitch.
You're welcome.
All I have to do is get one. No. You said one pitch passed me $1,000.
No, well,
that's fine.
The odds are you.
Let's
Give me
make
3
it-
strikes. Give me 3 strikes.
3 strikes. Well, that's an actual contest then.
This needs to be a live.
Yeah, this will be like me versus Red.
Also,
but-
these
That's fine.
seagulls. These seagulls are
Next live show. We will do this.
Start asking how many
Dollar Jeweler,
pitches
shout
he's
out
got,
to Jeweler.
Montante. Start asking how many pitches he's got.
I don't care what he has. I listen. He's.
I'm just throwing you straight gas. I'm not even going to throw you a fucking curveball. I'm
do yourself a
straight
favor.
man-to-man
Mix in a
fastball.
curveball. No. Well, you're.
No, I'm not
going to
mix in shit. I'm throwing a fucking fastball. No, that is.
These seagulls saying I couldn't hit 80. You give me a day to stretch.
I don't give a fuck how you throw. This is batting.
I'll do both. I'm a 5'2" athlete. Believe it or not.
You and Billy Bean.
Look at PRC's hands, dude. He's fucking
Dude, he just
rubbing a
got
ball.
a whole
Dude,
new
I'm fucking
can of
ready.
water.
One of those tools is the bottle opener.
I can't wait till the next show, wherever it is going to be.
I was texting, Craig, that fucking fat balding ginger started like mocking me online for saying I couldn't throw 80. I texted him on the side. I was like, hey, asshole, like let's figure this out and let's handle this like men. Next time I'm in New England, let's fucking get to a field and solve this.
Craig
But I'm
could
shut up,
put
Craig.
50. Craig is so unathletic.
sucks.
Like, it's
Craig sucks.
unbelievable.
Shout out to the Minifans who kept coming up to me and saying, I like your suit. I was wearing a coat, a button
Bring
down.
it back to you,
You fucking dirtbags. All right, last comments. Fuss Daddy, what do you got?
PRC, are you a Reds fan?
Gotcha.
Got me. God damn.
Got you, bitch.
Pete Rose guy. Pete Rose.
Yeah.
I think the Mets beat you guys. I think. I didn't see the end of the game.
Fuss, what do you got?
I don't have anything else. I'm out.
Mama K?
It was a great weekend.
Sure
Can't
was.
wait for the next one.
Vodka.
Kirk was drunk.
What a scumball.
Baseball guy, and I'm going to let Montante close it.
Thanks for having me on.
Oh, what a guy. Humble.
Class.
Montante, all you.
Great weekend, and hopefully we get one before the fall. I was shocked by that. I didn't realize when his birthday was. That would be a crime against humanity. We need a late summer show.
There we go.
Well, there could be Madawaska. There could be Saco or something.
I hope it's not Madawaska. I don't want to drive there.
That's the best part.
There's got to be an easier way. No. Speak for yourself. You have a fucking 3 or 4 hour head start on us.
I would have to fly.
We'd have to, but I don't know until
The
where.
border's
though.
open
Portland?
this time, though. You can fly.
Well,
in.
border's open on both sides. You can do whatever you want on this fucking economy. Am I right, Mama K?
Freddie Adu.
Another tough day at work today. Stephen Kirk, think I suck. Throw back a few wobbly pops, feeling down on my luck. And the interns ruin every show. But it's still